Guys, hello everybody, welcome to the Vectorize 5G. I'm John Silva. Thank you so much for joining here today. Let's go direct to the point. We don't have a lot of time to lose. First of all, the topic that we're gonna cover for today, all right, is gonna be about we're gonna make this kind of character. It's a golem, but we're not going to make this, let's say, in the same way like this one. This is just an idea about the topic, all right? Let me know if you guys can hear me well. Okay. I hope so. So say hello on the chat so I can see you, my friend. And essentially here, I'm going to make some kind of concept design from drawing using affinity, all right? This time I'm gonna use affinity photo because I feel like it's better for drawing. It's faster than affinity design in terms of efficiency. And all right, guys, if you have any questions, please let me know, all right? Because I want to go always, answer your questions. And since we have a limited time here, we're gonna start right now, okay? Let's get started. First of all, guys, what I'm gonna do here, it is to create a silhouette. As you can see, we have here this character. Just to give you this context, is a stone character, all right? You have a lot of planes going on here, and I want to create one by myself. I'll create a new layer for now, okay? Let me just activate here my mouse so you can see where I'm clicking on. Nice. Here, guys, what I would do, it is to use a brush for now, just to bring a silhouette. I'm not going to make a line art, just a silhouette. So I'm imagining the character having a square face here, and then I can start to build the shapes, don't think in the lines, all right? Just think that this is a silhouette. It's a very fast way that you can start to paint and make characters, let's say. So you can make one option, let's say big arms on here, just like that. So can you see the character can be a robot, can be something like a big guy, things like that. And you can create even more silhouette. Let's say that you make something on here, then make a big shape. In this stage is also related to the blockout stage, because you are building the shapes. Let's say that I make something like that, like a stone, character. Let's apply just like that here, and then he can also is a strong guy, big arms. And then you can of course add more shapes that is more square. So depending on the style that you want to achieve, the anatomy, the characters, silhouette is going to apply in the way that you create. Okay, I'm going to check here again if everything is working. Thank you, Kina. Hello, Kina. Tick is here. Thank you guys for joining me. Guys, the silhouette, it is very fast method that you can accomplish, all right, result like that, because I'll show you. I have here this example that I made earlier, all right? I made this earlier before. Just that we don't take a lot of time doing, many things that can be redundant. On here, if I hide the lines, this also is my silhouette, okay? Can you see? It's a silhouette. And then after that, I've reduced the opacity. I've reduced it here, the opacity, like that. And then I made the lines above. You can do the same principle, let's say here. It can be this one here for now, let's say. Reduce the opacity, create a new layer, grab a brush that contains a nice line art, and then I'll use this one here. And then you can, for example, this will be the head. I'm gonna use this brush, I think it's gonna be better. Yeah, this one here. And then you can separate, here this can be the eyes, the nose, the mouth, and then you can start to split the character by anatomy. Here the shoulders, the arms, the hands here. So this is basically a blockout stage, all right? The chest and then the belly, you know. By doing that, as you can see, you can start to have a faster ways to build things from scratch. I made that from my mind, you know, without having something very concrete. So I suggest you, if you are struggling for, let's say, find ideas or inspirations, grab an inspiration like I made here. I got this one. And then, as you can see, this one here, it is, should be something like that if we make this in silhouette. We have the head here, but the head is inside of a big, you know, body shape. It should be something like that, I suppose. I assume that it should be something like this. So let's make this a little bit smaller, you know, more square here, and then the arms like that. And here, as you can see, the face, it is right here in the middle, so it's not very clear in our silhouette. So you should probably make a head shape right here, and then the eyes, things like that, you know, just as an example. All right, so making silhouettes, it's awesome, and blockout stage is related to how you split everything, the anatomy, the body limbs. This is very important. So after you make this concept, after you have the idea, then we can start to build that into Blender, which is can be now the 3D concept design or blockout stage in Blender. So here we go. Before I do that, I have some suggestions for you. If you're on the club, okay, I'm updating as always the club. So here on the Vectorize, all right, once you join there, or for example, let's say that you are on my club, the Vectorize club here, 5D, you're gonna access here, and then I'm uploading some free add-ons that you can use that's gonna help you to use Blender faster. As an example, all right, I'm going to click here in Welcome 5D, and then you're gonna see here I have added in our platform. Let me bring that way. I have added here the Blender free add-ons. These Blender free add-ons you can download on here, all right, here on the side. As you can see, it's free. So there are 3 add-ons that I'm using a lot, very a lot, which is the image paste. I will show you soon. Image paste, modify shortcut, and X-ray selection. Of course, I'm not going to detail this at this moment, but I'll make on the club a tutorial for each one of these. But for now, what is important is that you know that I'm going to help you to use these tools. All right, join the club, and then gonna have a lot of my support. And then by using here the image paste, can you see here the image paste? That one exactly. Once you import, all right, once you import, look at this. Let's say that you are using here, let's say that you have this concept, this one here that I made. I will take a screenshot, all right, I will take a screenshot right now. I'll click in the clipboard. I assume that you guys have already some kind of, you know, screenshot app in there. So I took a screenshot from this character, which is very fast, and then I will open Blender, all right, and then I will make this in front view, or using Blender. You can create a new document, new here, front, delete this cube, and then Ctrl+Shift+V. And here we go. Can you see? What just happened is that I've placed the screenshot on here in Blender, because Blender doesn't have this kind of copy and paste. So this is awesome, really time saver, a lot of time saving here. When I discovered that, oh my gosh, it's awesome. So I have here the image, all right, this is awesome. And then I can move this to behind, or G and Y. Hello, Jhon, welcome my friend. Here we go. As you can see, we have now our concept design being placed in our virtual space in Blender, right? This is what we want. And then we don't have a left side view, which is hard to work with, because if you don't have a side view, it's gonna make your life difficult to let's say, imagine from your head how the depth is. Because as you can see, this is 2D, but if we make this in side view as an example, right? I just want to build this as example. I assume, for my mind, you know, as you work more, you get more confidence. I assume that this character will get a shape like that. So we have here the head and then the body, a big one, as you can see. So it's like that. And then the legs probably will be placed right here, something like that. You know, I want to make something like this, perhaps. Of course, you're gonna adjust even more as you progress, but just as example. So the arms, of course, is gonna have something like that. Let me just make this separation or blockout. Or the head is gonna be the line of the head, and then the shoulders like this, and then the arms. Probably now we would have a bigger arms like that. Because by side, it's hard to see the arms because you have the body, you know, in front, something like this. So here's a quick blockout separation, you know, and then the eyes right here. This is, I will tell you, very enough for what we want to reach. Okay, we got here our concept by side. Okay, we don't have created the line, just split it by shapes. Okay guys, I'll take a screenshot on here again, this time by side, going back to the Blender, go to the right side view, this one, or here, that one. I'm afraid that, where is my shortcuts here on Blender? I don't know where it is. It should appear. Seems to be, it's here, now it's activated. Now good, you can see here where I'm clicking. Okay, I'm going to move here to the right side view, Ctrl+Shift+V, and there we go. This is what we want, my friend. Now we're gonna move this, you know, on here, move behind. I don't want to apply it in the middle area. So placing the reference as, you know, as you should apply. I will resize this just to make the now it's working as we want. Front view, side view, perfect. And behind here, as you can see, I don't want to see behind, so I will select the image, going here on this properties, and then I will click here just in front, because as you can see, I don't want to see what is back of the image. Let's say I can see the front, but not is back. Here in this image, I still can see the back because I need to apply here the front. You can see front and then both. I will activate the front only because I don't want to rotate and have the image disturbing my eyes. Make sense? My friend, leave it a like. Please leave it a like because I'm doing my best to help you and, you know, show you all the best things that you can do to use Blender with ease. Okay, here we go. We have built the concept, we have placed the images, and then it's time to sculpt. To sculpt, it's easy, alright? I'll tell you why. First, because I studied, but now I want to support you to make you understand how we can sculpt. Essentially, we're gonna build things by cube. We're gonna make things, you know, in a very simple way as possible. You will see me doing, all right? You will see me doing. So trust me, my friend. I'm going to insert here for now. I'm gonna use mouse. I don't need to use now my Cintiq. I'm gonna use mouse. Here we go. I can right now decrease this opacity of this image by click on here and decrease. So something like that. I don't need to see fully the image in there. Select this empty image here. There you go. Both images now are with lower opacity. Then I'm going to insert a cube. Insert a cube. We always will start with a cube. Cube is our friend. You can read that because we're going to place this. Look at this. I'm going to move or press S to scale, G to move, and then place here. This is the head shape. And then I will press SX because I need to make this larger. All right, I need to fit, guys. I need to fit this in the corners, at least to follow the reference. So if I move this to by side, you know, I'll move this something like that here. I assume that this side will be something like this because just to follow the proportion. By side, now I'm going to scale this like that. So now we have the head, which is very cute for now. And then I'm going to press right now the control, as you can see here, and 1. This will make this like that. I make this to be a subdivision surface. Subdivision is going to subdivide this in a layer effect, I'd say. Okay, I have here the head shape. Don't worry about that because now we're gonna move this to edit mode. Guys, just to let you know, edit mode, it is always when I need to change the shapes here, the edges, the loops, things like that. When I need to focus to edit, let's say the vector. Imagine that I'm editing a vector, so this is the vector mode. So here I'm going to press Ctrl R, and then I'll create loop cuts. Create one here, another here. The shape now is become a kind of tube like that, but I want to have more square. Ctrl R, you see this arrow in yellow here and another right here. So as you can see, we have a stone, a very simple stone like this. This will be for now our head, and then I need to save this in case that we, you know, let's say I lost the progress. Hit Ctrl S, save your project. Let's call this as can be Rockman, that's fine, or Golem. Here we go. We got this result for now, this setup, which is a cube with subdivision. From now, I want to enable this option, just not, let's say, forget, which is the X mirror mode. So if I change one side, it's gonna change another side. All right, make sense? This is what we want. Okay, then I'm going to duplicate this. Look at this, front view, Shift D is duplicated. Now this will be the chest, and then I make this body chest larger. Good. Shift D to duplicate again, G to move, and then move this down. Of course, as you watch my lessons, by the time you're gonna get used to the terms, the hotkeys, things like that. Here we go. Oh, look, we are building a kind of pile of cubes, basically. I'm going to duplicate this once again. I'll make this something like that. Here, duplicate it and place right here SX just to scale the legs like that. Here we go. Oh, this is our character. Very Blackout. Don't be worried because we're gonna start to now make the sides, which is the arms. You know, I have here this hands, and the hands as well on here, 2 hands. And essentially what's going to be important for this stage is that we start to mirror one side to another side. All right, this is very important that you understand because it's going to save your time. I'm going to, for now, I'm going to duplicate this, can be this shape here from the head, let's say here, and then I'm going to scale this down like that here. And then just to let you know, there is a free shortcut that I've uploaded on the Vectorize clip that's called Modifier Shortcuts Keys. Okay, basically if you press F, you're gonna see the shortcuts on here. All right, that one, this one here. If you go to the modifiers, if you click here, basically that shortcut is going to display those modifiers, but in a more faster way. I'm a guy that loves shortcuts. I love to save time, you know. So get used to shortcuts because by the time you're gonna get used and get faster. All right, as you can see, we have here the tools. The one that I want to use, it is the mirror. Okay, That case, I usually do this. I will press F, F, and then the mirror, which is the M, which is same way if you click here and then press mirror. Okay, same thing, but with a faster, let's say, method. And then you're going to click here in the eyedrop and then click on the heads because it's our reference. And then here we go. We have now the arms. Good, good. And after that, I can duplicate this, or duplicate Shift D, and then it's duplicating to another side. I can scale this a bit down here, rotate a little bit more. All right, you need to rotate, scale this up, and then Shift D again. This can be our hands for now. So like this, very simple. So as you can see, the blockout seems ugly, seems very toy. No worries. You always will, let's say, have this process in many designs. If you watch others professional, Disney professionals, the guys that do crazy stuffs, they always start with blockout stage, with cylinders, cube, spheres. Here we are building by cubes because our character is very in cube. Okay, same one here. Let me delete this feet. I will duplicate because now I have here the feet. For me, it is easier to do that. Okay, nice. I will save this. It's very kind of robotic, it's very stiff. It's very kind of, yeah, still. And then here's why you become an artist. Here's why you bring your language into your design. In that case, we're gonna start to sculpt this. All right, we're gonna start to make this nicer, and I will show you how you can perform with that. I recommend you choose tablets because you need to have some pressures if you want to have a more precision, if you want to have a better result. You can use mouse, okay, no worries. You can use mouse, but using pencil sometimes is better for precision. Okay. Now we're gonna start to sculpt. All right, starting from here, I'm going to apply. As you can see, we have everything is a cube, very cube. If I deactivate the subdivision, everything is very cube. And I'm going to start to apply this. I'm going to convert this to mesh. So remember about the cube. Now it's gone. Exactly down. Exactly down. You are very correct. Down said like sketch in vector. Exactly. We are building the structure, we are building the structure. And then here we can start using, look at this. Using now sculpt mode, as you can see, sculpt mode, I can start to deform using now the move, the grab, which is the move tool, I'd say, the grab, Then you can do this. You can start to change the shape. Change here. You can make this more like that. Look, you can see the results happening. Now I can press Alt key to switch to other objects. Guys, pay attention to this because it took me a lot of time to understand how to do that. I need to go in many tutorials just to discover how to switch between objects. Alt key and over the mouse so you can switch between the objects. Alt key in this one, here, the chest. Then I can move this back. This will be forward, or shape this. Alt key and then move this front and move this back. Alt key, move this back, forward. Let's say here below. I need to check later the proportion because I think that by side is not very correct. Let me make this smaller. I think that now is better. Good, because my main reference is the front view. So if the side view is not compatible, it's because the proportion over the size seems to be wrong. Now here we go. I'm changing a little bit more here, make the belly more rounded. Here as well. Guys, look at this. Now look at our character now is becoming with a more, I'd say, solid result, isn't it? This is what we want, my friend. I need to apply the subdivision because as you can see, it's in cube. All right, it's in cube. I need to apply this here. If you want to make this to be pregnant like this, you just make the belly bigger, you know, then you're gonna have this result. Nice. Here we go. I'm going to raise this a bit more. I'm sculpting, I'm kind of moving the edges, all right? I'm using only one tool, guys. I'm using only one tool that's called grab tool. The grab tool allows me to change the vertices. It's allowing me to, let me change this shape, and then this language here that we have, this form. This is what we are doing at this moment. This is why I'm having this faster result, because of the method, the blockout method, my friend. You're gonna see me using this in our sculpting methods. This is, you know, I really love this character concept because it's simple, right? It's easy to do. It's not something crazy. And here, as you can see from top, the character is very square, as you can see. All right, it is very square. And then we can make these borders more rounded, a little bit more rounded here, or from top. It's not very, let's say, very squared. Let's make this more like this here as well. Oh, I mean, looking from top, and then you can see the corners that is becoming a bit more believable. And then you start by using your eyes to have this result. Oh, here we are not changing yet the. Here I need to apply the. Hold on. Here, guys, hold on. Let me just turn on my wind because it's so hot here. Hold on. Looks better. Looks so far better. I just turned it on the refrigerator. I live in Brazil, my friends. Here sometimes it's so hot. Where do you live? Tell me on the chat. I wanna know you. I know that I know most of the Vectorize members here. Dow is from UK and Kina from US. Tick from UK. Correct me if I'm wrong. Here we go. I'm changing, and guys, just to give you this insight, I love that view here. Hold on, I'm gonna change this. I start to, you know, to caught when the wind is in my face. There's one mode that's called wireframe. This one, if you click here, wireframe, and then I will click in roundel. As you can see, this is our wireframe, but I don't want to see this in X-ray. I want to see this because before it was the X-ray. I want to see it like this. By looking this mode, you see that we have the wireframes. The wireframe, it is what shows you the faces. It's how it makes things in 3D. I like this mode because I can start to see in a different way as I would see in clay. I call this as clay mode, and this is a more wireframe. And then I can change here, but use this only if you feel let me check this, let me see how this is performing. Yeah, you know, my friend, you need to test. You need to always do something that makes different. And then here the arms. The arms is here. The arms will be tricky, but guys, trust me, because let me draw here arms just to show you the nice technique. The main concept about making arms is this: you have the shoulder. Let me make this in. You have the shoulder. Shoulder will have this shape here. Shoulders is a kind of egg, and then you have the biceps, the triceps, and then you have the arms, which I forgot the name of this muscle here. Everything is an arm here, and then you have this. If I move this to be something like that, you will see that the arms is too straight. Usually our arms stay in this way here, thinking like a chain, you know, a chain here on 1, 2, and 3. This is a relaxed arm. This is a relaxed arm. You see a curve being placed right here, a curve. This is what's important. So for our character, we need to have this shape. We need to have a shoulder, the middle arms, and the below arms. And then if you want, you can make this, depending on the style, you can make the hands like that. If you make it like straight, it's boring, so don't do that. Avoid very straight. This is good. This is a more organic. This is more natural. There is a curve in there. And then, oh look, this is bad. This arm is bad because we need to apply this. Oh, woo! Here, let me apply the subdivision. Now we have more faces to work with. Apply here as well. I'm applying because I need to convert the cube. Remember, this is a cube, and I'm converting this cube, my friend, to mesh. Oh, I need to apply this. So here we go. And then I can move this now in a better way. Like, misactivate the wireframe here. I'm gonna use this rondo because you can see, I think, better. Yeah, my friend. And then we're gonna make this in that posture, in that way. Here. I'm still thinking if I will, because I think that is better, of course, depending on the character that we are creating, of course. If you study that, sometimes it is merged, you know, it's very merged. Here it's the arms. Oh, I'm gonna apply the triceps here to show a little bit more behind. Here, now can you see the shoulders? I'm gonna make it better, changing that, moving. I'm doing faster, okay guys, because we don't have a lot of time, my friend. We don't have a lot of time. I need to be fast. So it's a mix of muscle shape, the shoulder shapes, with stone. That's why I'm not very going to very muscle thing, you know. But here we go, changing this. It's a kind of big guy, you know. You can see references from big people here. Look now. Of course, I'm going to duplicate this because I need to do the hands. Now it's better. Technically, we have now this way. It's our hands. I'm gonna make this like that. Perhaps change here. Perhaps move this. Make it thicker. I always get confused. Here we go. Just to show you how nice it's becoming. Nice. Let me save this. For the fingers, I need to develop the fingers as well. I'm going to duplicate. Guys, to duplicate, you need to go to the object mode, alright? Isn't the cube already a mesh? Let me explain. Cube, it is a primitive object. It's a primitive object, okay? When we talk about a mesh, let's say, you can move this, right? Normally. When we talk about mesh, is that we are making this, let's say, a subdivision surface here. Can you see? And then we apply. It means that we have more polygons. We have now more polygons to work with, you know? And when this happens, when we convert, let's say, when we convert a primitive object into something that it increases the polygons or adds some effect, we call this as mesh. All right, it's a conversion to something that it is more dense. Okay, this is why we call mesh, because that there is more polygons. All right, and it's converted. Make sense, my friend? I hope so. But if you're still confused, I can explain. More. No worries. I'm getting better. I'm getting confident with my explanations. You know, some months ago or years ago, I was not very confident. I was, oh my god, very bad at explanation. But now, my friend, I'm feeling confident. Now I'm happy with my English. I think that most of you that know me from the past know my beginning English. Now I'm confident. Here are the fingers. Fingers can be big one. Let me make this arm. I will deactivate the mirror. I don't want to have mirror anymore because I need to make this a little bit different. I don't want to apply in both sides. I want to make this. Oh, this is the palm. Okay, the palm. And then I can duplicate this to make the fingers. I'm thinking to make this more stylized as possible, right? Something gamified. I love to make things more different, not realistic. I will tell you, I don't like realistic stuff at all. I like something that is different. I like things that's playful. Since kid, I love things that is not realistic. It's believable because of the anatomy that we have here, but nothing too fancy. Okay, guys, we have developed here stone fingers. And then, of course, we need to polish a bit more this. Let's polish. As you can see, I'm going to move this more like that. Let's make this. Let me see the reference. Oh, in there. It's big arms. I'm going to make these arms, the hands a bit bigger, like that. And then the fingers needs to not be very aligned because it's ugly. If you make this very straight, it's gonna be ugly. You need to think curve. Here our finger is going to have some kind of curves here, like that. And then now it's better. Now it's a bit better. Here, okay, the arms we're gonna continue soon, but just to show you, if I change this to, let me go to the material. There's a mode that I enjoy a lot, which is match cap. This one, I like this a lot because I can see somehow simplified. I'm back to the gym, so my muscles all hurts. After my move, it's been a while since I haven't to the gym. Now I'm back. Now, my friend, we're gonna polish this a bit more. Let's polish this. For example, I'm gonna zoom the chest. And then I need to, there is a, can you see, this is a cube. There is a subdivision, and I will apply it to convert this to mesh. Can you see? It's easier to work with that. And then, if I activate the wireframe, can you see? In this method that I'm showing you, it's easier to change the anatomy. The chest, looking from top, I would do something like this. I would move this more like that, to make a chest shape. Very subtle, here. Like that. And then the belly would have something perhaps more like that. So here. The belly going on more like that. My friend, look at this. The shape, the anatomy is becoming more believable, right? It's not so, stiff, so boring. When you apply anatomy, even character that is stylized, you still have here the abs, you still have the, the muscles in there. You are changing a little bit more here. This is the hips. It's more tricky because it is a kind of toy character. Change that one. By sides looking like that. I'm gonna make this belly a bit front. Guys, no. Look at this. Remember, from the beginning when I started this from scratch. I started this like that, and then we have this result. I could easily bring this into affinity and make a nice art. still, in that way. Yeah, guys. Can you see the possibilities that you can have by building concepts like that? This is why I'm doing that. This is why I'm getting so excited to explore more sculpting. I'm really enjoying this kind of new skill set. 1 year ago, I had nothing skills. I had nothing to teach about 3D. Now, hopefully, I'm getting these skills and help you with that. For me, this is very important. Keeping learning new stuffs, for me, it is what makes me feel that I'm living. If I'm not learning nothing, I prefer to die. No, for me, I will feel useless. That's why I'm very happy, because I'm learning, I'm teaching. There you go. Yeah. Here we go. I will apply this below, or the body a bit bigger, like that. Nice, very nice. This is a rock, this is a stone, and that's why we need to have this kind of big faces, big faces. Yeah, my friend, young world, never stop learning, people. Exactly, my friend, exactly. Even today, with this kind of AI stuff, we need to learn. If not, we will get no jobs. We don't win. Oh, I need to let me shape this a bit more. The shoulder is something that it's hard, because you need to. I'm gonna use another brush. So far, I only used the grab, the grab brush. Then I'm gonna use the scrape, this one here. The scrape brush, that guy is going to help you to flat the faces. You can make this face a bit flat, like that. This is what we want. We want to make this flat, rock, like that. Here, I can press Alt key and then flat this. Alt key and flat this, and then you're gonna have a result like that. But even flattening this, I want to deactivate the scope, the mirror. I don't want to have the mirror. Let me see the time. We are good in time. We are good. We are developing kind of the purpose of this lesson. The main purpose of this lesson is about what? Blockout. Blockout is what? Is when you use primitive shapes and bring them to something that brings a visual. Using basic forms, geometric ones, cubes, cylinder, spheres, and then, my friend, you have a nice result. Let me check here this biceps. Here, straight this more forward. Kina is there, just Kina is there. Guys, I have a nice I have a nice news, I'd say. I don't know if you guys know Rafael Grassetti is the guy behind the God of War. He made the Kratos, the new Kratos from the Vikings style, let's say. I met him here in Brazil, in Sao Paulo. He's Brazilian, and he's a very talented guy. He's very incredible. He's very humble. Awesome. He's awesome. And then I visit in his event. It's called Character Design Workshop. It was presential. It was awesome. I saw a lot of his work, his story, his background, his struggle, his skill set. Guys, it was a very motivator for me to see someone that is so having so success, because in art we don't see many. Let's say it's not like actors that get a lot of recognitions. In art, it's hard to get recognition. It's very, very hard. It's really hard. You need to be very good, my friend. And by watching his story, his work, I felt very motivated. It's really nice. I was missing this kind of thing, having contact with people that works in the industry, because we always see bad news like AI would take our jobs. Bad news like many things that the news bring to us. Having the experience to visit him in his event, of course, he's in São Paulo. It was many people. More than perhaps 500. I think, I don't know, guys. It was awesome. I really want one day. I don't have a lot of conditions to go to an event like Lightbox in US. It's for me. It's very expensive because my the exchange from my currency to dollar, is crazy expensive, really crazy. But it should be very nice when you meet people. I found some friends that I never saw physically, but by only by Discord videos, things like this, on the internet. When you have contact, it's very different. That's why I don't think never can have any kind of virtual reality. Nothing will replace the human contact. Nothing will replace the experience of having people around you. No, nothing really. Apple can do anything to let's say, hey, let's stay at home and use our virtual reality just to simulate that we are happy. We're not happy, my friend. We are suffering. So for me, we can have everything, all the kind of dopamine stuffs that this industry can bring to us. Nothing will replace the real experience, the real contact. One day I wish to meet all of you. One day, I don't know. One day I told to Affinity, staff, like, hey guys, if you guys have some kind of event, invite me. I don't know if they will still invite me because I'm not doing any more tutorials teaching Affinity by itself. Anyway, they are not doing an event, so if they start to do events, perhaps I can back to Affinity tutorials because I will get motivated. So as you can see, guys, look how awesome it is. This is the polygons. While I was talking with you, I was just polishing. I was doing something that I like. It is to talk. Here we go. And then we have here, the legs is too, the legs, everything is nice, but except the legs. The legs not so nice. Let me make the posture here more to front. I need to make this, there is a kind of gravity here, in anatomy. This is the spine, it makes something like this. Let me show you. There is a tool, but if I do this, I'm afraid that I don't know how to remove. But let's try. There is a how to make this big. Guys, I'm still learning how to use this tool, right? Radius factor. I don't know why. I prefer to draw this in Affinity. I will take a screenshot, move this to Affinity, and then I'll paste here. Keep learning always about what I would say here now. You need to think in the spine right here. Let me just green, guys. We have a S shape like that, being sort of like this, an S shape. This is what makes us standing, That's why I feel like I need to move this more forward. I need to move this more forward, this more back, this more forward, and this more back. Having a spine like this, this concept is what makes us, standing. Yeah, makes sense. So, my friend, you can get, guys, the most expensive course, but nothing will compare in what I teach you here. I'm teaching you moving forward like that, Move this a bit back, and this back. And of course I need to change the belly because the belly now is too big. And then I can move this to this side, and then it's perfect. Now for me, it's the best. We have more the posture happening here. Are you enjoying? Let me know. Ah, hello manga drawing. Thank you, my friend. I watch your iPad tutorials for Affinity design, and your workflow is so smooth. Thank you so much. Yes, my workflow, it's getting better. Now in 3D. And for iPad, I suggest you the Nomad. Okay, Nomad is called Nomad. You can follow Tick. Tick, he's a YouTuber that sometimes do a tutorial. I don't know if he's doing Nomad tutorials, but he got some nice tips in there. There are others as well. And this ZBrush is coming to iPad. I'm very looking forward. I'm very excited to see what they will bring. I hope that it's gonna be not expensive. I don't want to expend many money because I don't have a lot. So, but I hope that is worth the investment. If it's good, yeah, it's a good investment. Here we go. I'm just polishing more the belly. The belly, it's hard because you need to polish. And my friend, look at this. There's a gravity here going more forward. Like, he's a bit fat. This is awesome. Then the feet. Sorry, I need to deactivate this one here. I'm thinking to duplicate actually because I want to make more. Let me duplicate. SZ. Now I think it's better. I think so far better now. Awesome. I love that. We love it. And then let me check here what I would do. The time is good. It's good. Well, I think that we are doing a good time. Using now the scrape just to polish this part a little bit more, or this one here to make it squared. Guys, please do that. Do this exercise. I will be very happy to see you guys doing this because it's simple. I made this from cube, and you guys can do the same. All right, you guys can follow all this tutorial that I made with a lot of love. With a lot of love. You saw me laughing. If I'm laughing, it's because I'm happy. I'm happy. If I'm not laughing, it's because something is bad. Here we go. Changing the arms a little bit more. I'll make this. I need to change this. Okay. I'm thinking that I'll make this smaller because I want to make this bigger in size. Now the proportion seems better, much better now. I like that. Can you see? One decision can change everything. One decision can change everything in your design. Then I'll make this flat, this part flat here. Now the triceps is in there. Guys, I'm really in love with this design here because I never did that before. And when I do something that I like, I feel happy. And then I will make this part a bit. Let me see here. Yeah, change this a little bit more. I wanna make this like that. Stony guy. And let's do the eyes here because we don't have a lot of time now. Shift A, cube, resize the cube down, more down. We have a cube here. Then look at this. I'm going to apply the mirror. Don't forget to join to the club, guys, that I will place. All right. It's here. It's free. You can find it by yourself. But I will do a tutorial that explain how you can use each one of these add-ons. It's gonna be awesome, right? Each one of these. And basically, you're gonna press F, M. Now we have the mirror. Click here in the eyes drop, and then click on the head. Then we have here the eyes. But this will not be the final eyes, my friend. For now, we're going to, let me activate here the rondo mode. Okay, now it's better to see. All right, I will press SZ to scale up like that. I will press Ctrl 2 to make this in subdivision. Then I'm going to the edit mode. As you can see, essentially this is still a cube. All right, I want you guys to understand that if I apply the subdivision, this is still a cube because of the subdivision here. And then I want to apply this. I want to, of course, I'm still in the edit mode, press Ctrl R, and then I will add this to have this kind of edge loop that's gonna make this more straight, like that, here and here. Good, very good. And I will apply now this to be a mesh. Very good. I will scale this down. I will rotate a little bit more perhaps. Then I will duplicate this and rotate. And then press SZ to scale. SZ 2 times because you're gonna constrain this to the axis of the object. Like that. Make this more here. Now guys, look at this. Look at this, my friend. I will now change a little bit more using what? Sculpt or sculpt. I will change this a little bit more, the eyes shape. Okay. As I have the mesh, as I have this, you know, like a mesh, I can make this even nice. He's gonna be a bit angry because he's a strong guy. Or let's make him not very angry because he needs to be happy sometimes. He's going to be happy because he's new. Welcome to the world, my friend. You are my new creature. Ew! I think it's pretty solid. I don't want to make a mouth. I don't feel like it's gonna be nice. I will add here. That's why I love the low poly technique. No, it's not anymore angry. He's happy. No, he's idle emotion. Can you see, guys? Here I have here on top the eyebrows, and what I want to do is to make this more prominent, which is related to the head shape. So as you can see, I'm moving this part here. This is, I feel like it's an essential part of the project. This is the low poly technique method. As you can see, my eyebrows now it's hiding, but let's see. I don't know if I will keep the eyebrows. I don't think that is. I will remove that. I don't feel like it's fitting so nice after I made this shape. No worries, my friend. You can always change your decisions. If you want to add perhaps a nose, let me deactivate now the mirror. The nose can be here. Just to check. Okay, no, nothing very fancy. Just to check. Oops. Sorry. You can go here. Activate the X. Perhaps something like this. The nose. I don't know if I will do a nose. I like to test and see how it's gonna look. If I don't like, I move. Now, change here this vertex like that. This look like a little bit the Vectorize mascot shape. I love that. I really love this design here. Oh, now look. I'm not going to make the coloring. I don't think that's gonna be relevant because the color is gonna be same. I'm thinking that next tutorial we can still work in this character. We can apply some details, paintings. Let's try. What do you think? Let me know. Let me know, and I will see what I can prepare for you in the next lesson. I like this. I really like this. It's nice. It's really reflecting my style in terms of playful. Oh, sorry. I need to. I think that this would be nice if it's bigger. Guys, this is so lovely. So lovely. Let me make this more front. Yeah. Let me remove the material just to see. Oh, this is a material of Impreview, okay? But you can see, oh, this one here, it's really nice as well. You can see, but it's too strong. I usually like to use something. I'm using more this one here. I also will make a video, right? A tutorial about these materials on the Vectorize Club, okay? Here we go. We have just completed, guys. You can join to the Vectorize Club to get many tips, many tutorials. I'm still building, alright, the Vectorize 5D. This is a new version, even for me, alright. And I've uploaded. I don't know if all of you have seen the new welcome, alright. I made a new welcome where I explain about the platform, my setup, and the new Telegram. Okay, so don't forget. Let me just go here. Hold on. Don't forget, guys, that you can join to the club and also go here. Let me open the new club. There's a new Telegram which is here. Okay, can you see? This is a new Telegram, the Vectorize 5D. Join there, all right? Because the other one I have discontinued because there are, let's say, it's a very old group. You know, there are many things in there that is still not, let's say, it's very in the past. So I wanted to start something new, just to clean up, okay, to a new version. So that's it. Join to the club, all right? Join to the club. I have awesome things to still build on here, all right? And I will bring the tutorials about the add-on. It's gonna be available until the next live stream, and then I will explain a bit more about. But here, the free add-ons you can download. If you just want to have here, grab the names and then download by itself, because it is free, all right? These add-ons, it's free. But I will do a tutorial explaining how they work. Okay, guys, I'm very happy with this result. I think that we have accomplished a really great design result here, as you saw. Very fundamental. I think that if you want to grow as artists, this is the best way that you can work. Guys, thank you, and I hope to see you the next week. All right, bye. Oh, cheers, kisses, and there it is. I will leave the link on the description below so you can join the club, and also send your designs to the chat. I want to review. I want to be able to help you in the feedbacks. Okay. Thank you and bye bye. See ya.